Hello starfish and seahorses, and welcome to a brand new week already and a brand new story. Now it's hard to believe where the weeks go. I can't believe it's Monday again already, but I'm very excited to be back and I'm very excited about this week's story. So last week we had Princess Mirabelle and the Dragon Pox. This week our story is sticking with our Crazy Castles theme, but we're swapping it around a little bit because it's not a princess that's our main character today, it is a dragon. Are you ready to see our story? This week we're looking at Zog. I love this story, this one's a really good one. And I know that this one is probably one that lots of you know already because it was made into a really lovely BBC version at Christmas a couple of years ago. So hopefully you'll already be a bit familiar with this story. Now then, as you can see, we've got a front cover full of dragons. So our story is all about dragons this week. Can anyone guess which one of these dragons is Zog? Well done, here's Zog, right in the middle here. Now then, have a little think. What do you know about dragons already? Are they normally kind and helpful? Are they normally fearsome and ferocious? And then have a little look at Zog and see if he matches what you think dragons are normally like. What do you think? I think I agree with you, yeah. I think dragons are normally quite scary characters in a story, but Zog here, he looks like a lovely chap, doesn't he? He looks very smiley and very friendly. So I wonder what Zog is going to get up to in this story. What do you think? Do you think he's going to do normal dragony things? Or do you think he might do something else? What else has he got that gives us a bit of a clue about him? He's got a gold star on his top. So I wonder what he gets that for. And look, he's got a plaster on his arm. So I wonder what he does to hurt himself, because that's when we wear plasters, isn't it? And I wonder what all of these other dragons with him are going to get up to in the story too. And will we have a princess in this story, or will it just be dragons? Who knows? Are you ready to find out? Let's start this week's story then and see what happens to Zog. Madam Dragon ran a school many moons ago. She taught young dragons all the things that dragons need to know. Zog, the biggest dragon, was the keenest one by far. He tried his hardest every day to win a golden star. So these dragons are at school, just like we go to school. I wonder, do you think they're busy having a phonics lesson there? Do you think they've got maths after break? Now it says that Madam Dragon is teaching them everything dragons need to know. So what do you think it would be that dragons need to know? What are they learning at their school? And I wonder what Zog needs to do to get his golden star. Do you think it's like what we do in school to try and get stickers and things? Or do you think it might be something else? All the dragons in year 1 were learning how to fly. Hi, said Madam Dragon, way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. And you'll be expert flyers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice, flying fast and free. He soared and swooped and looped the loop and crashed into a tree. Just then, a little girl came by. Oh, please don't cry, she said. Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky plaster for your head. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his plaster gleaming pinkly as he zigzagged through the blue. Oh, that was a kind girl, wasn't it? A year went by, and in year 2, the dragons learned to roar. More, said Madam Dragon, louder I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be champion roarers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end, and then his throat went hoarse. Oh, what do you think that means if he's got a hoarse throat? Now here's that girl again. What do you think she's going to do for Zog this time? Let's read and see. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "What rotten luck! Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, and breathing fumes of peppermint, he zigzagged through the blue. Okay then, look, we're in year 3 now. What do you think the dragons are learning this year? And do you think Zog's going to get his gold star? Or do you think he's going to find it a bit tricky? Let's see. A year went by, and in year 3, the dragons learned to blow. "No," said Madam Dragon, "breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown." Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and the tip of his wing caught alight. Oh no, Zog! What do you think's going to happen next? Oh, well done. Here's the girl to help him again. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "You poor old thing, perhaps you'd like a nice stretchy bandage for your wing." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. Now he's lucky to have that girl as his friend, isn't he? Because she keeps helping him out lots and lots. All the year 4 dragons were learning, can you guess? "Yes," said Madam Dragon, "how to capture a princess." Oh, and what do you think she's going to say? "Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown." Now then, how do you think the girl is going to help Zog this time? Have a little guess before I start reading. Are you ready? Let's see. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. "I'm no good at this," he cried. "I'll never win a golden star." Just then he saw the girl. "Perhaps," she said, "you'd like to capture me. I'm Princess Pearl." Oh, so she's not just any old girl, she's a princess that's been helping Zog all this time. "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. "Ah," said Madam Dragon, "our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear, you've won a golden star." Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. Why do you think Pearl feels good? Because she hasn't got a golden star, Zog has. I wonder why she's feeling good too. She took the dragons' temperatures and helped them if they fell. A year went by. In year 5, the dragons learned to fight. "Right," said Madam Dragon, "here comes a real live knight." Up spoke the knight. "My name," he said, "is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late." What do you think? Do you think Princess Pearl needs rescuing? What do you think's going to happen? Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. "You can't! She's mine!" he roared. "Oh no, she's not," said Gadabout, and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? Or who do you think? Then Princess Pearl stepped forward. "Stop, you silly chumps! The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care." "Me too!" exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head. "I'd rather wear a twisty stethoscope," he said. "Perhaps, Princess, you'll train me up?" And Pearl replied, "Of course, but I don't see how the two of us will fit upon your horse." I think she's right there. I don't think they would fit on his horse, would they? So what do you think they're going to do? Then Zog said, "Flying doctors! I'd love to join the crew. If you'll let me be your ambulance, I can carry you." "Bravo!" said Madam Dragon. "An excellent career." And all the Year 5 dragons gave a loud, resounding cheer. Then Madam Dragon told the horse, "I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil's pet and I'll feed you lots of hay." What do you think Zog says? "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. Now, what a fab story that is. I wonder, did you like that one? And if you did like it, what was it about the story that you really liked? What did you think about Zog and the princess? Were they like normal dragon and a normal princess that we see in stories, or were they a little bit different? Do you know what I loved about the story? I loved that Zog and the princess are nothing like normal princesses and dragons. Zog isn't mean and scary and tries to burn people like normal dragons do. And the princess, she didn't want to be in the palace and wearing frilly dresses all the time, did she? She wanted to do something different. And I think that is so brave and so clever when somebody wants to do something different to what everybody else is doing. So I love this story because I think it's brilliant that Zog and the princess do their own thing and follow exactly what they want to do. I wonder what you'd like to be when you grow up. And I wonder if you can be as brave as Zog and the princess and not worry about what everyone else is doing and just do what you want to do and what makes you happy. Okay, everybody, it is over to you. Off you go and explore those Zog-themed jobs, or if you're in school, see what your teachers have got in store for you this week. Now then, I just wanted to say it was so lovely to see so many faces again at our online meetings this week, and to get to have a big meeting with all the children who are in school and to see all of the brilliant things you've been up to as well. Whether you're at home or whether you're in school, you are obviously all working so hard, and Miss Morris and I are so proud of you. So well done, everybody. You're doing an absolutely amazing job. Now then, I will be in touch next Monday with our story for next week, which will actually be our last one. How has that happened? And we'll be in touch about your meeting times and what we'd like you to think about ready for your meeting this week as well. All right, everybody, stay safe, have fun, have a brilliant week, and I will see you soon.